like the fellowship flag. Still say you spit shit straight. Get a grip, lad.
I'm coming through your yard, leaving scars in and out your armor. I'm dark and your man can't handle my bars, so get a grip, lad.
Profit reppin' diggy, cheddar up and well equipped, lad. So what you say, your middle finger, get a grip, lad. 20 going in up on the beat, everybody get a sick bag. So get a grip, lad.
Welcome everybody to Rappedinwire Reborn! A big shout out to Happy Daze, a big shout out to Hush Hush Media on the camera, Dave Freeways, Calendar Delorian, 420, Andy Meehan, all the people at Tricypha. Big shout to DJ Rest. Welcome back! Let's go! Yeah. So the first battle we have, on my right we have Cambino! Fucking building. On my left, coming all the way from Preston, we have
Stop it!
First round, Nulo.
So now I'm pissed off, because out of 12 battles, I've only won 2.
True story.
It would seem I'm not emerging fast, but if there's one record that's worse than that, it's your record of finding girls to shag. So now you want to hop on a scene where you barely is dope. Well, I hope you get a serious case of malaria, bro, for trying to rep out your area code. See, we know man he has better spitters than this. You barely get noticed. The only reason he would is cause he looks like a dead blowfish. You know the first thing I thought when I met Cambino? Was this guy's a weirdo. You probably want to spend the night with Nero so you can bite his earlobe. You want to fight on beef, bro? You ain't the type to beat low, you fat cunt. I bet you have cheeseburgers inside your jean coat. He says he's live on beast mode. You ain't live on beast mode. Step in my face like you're the same size as Debo, then I bring my bar out of hell and treat him like he's meatloaf. You showed up to your nan's funeral in the tightest chinos and that weren't nice, amigo. You was walking around the place all day trying to find a weed smoke. Even asked these dead nan's corpse and she could supply the refill. So let's rewind to each show. Cause every time you try to collide with peeps, bro, you've been rhyming a weak flow, combined with them cheap jokes that are about as straight up as the line of your cheekbone. So now you wanna hype with the mean folk. Motherfucker, you cry when your tea's cold. If it weren't for all that weight and the pies that you eat slow, you'd look like you're 13, bro. You look that young, I bet when you have a kid, your child is the pedo. And he'll be molesting you from when he's 5 to Latino. Showing up to your birthday parties in the flyest tuxedo. Let's go, man.
Time, make some noise! Round 1, Cambino.
You look like Charlie Sheen after half a G. Plus your bottom of the league like the Barnet team.
No.
Do you think your fat jokes only target me? Look at UK Rhino, Sprungy, Freeways.
Fuck you.
You're a BC bars aimed at half the league. Your massive hoodies don't look gangster family, look like a frog. You can bring your staff to war, but then you'll see their jaw lock when they see more wigs than the guy in the dock. You always say think about it, but we don't give a fuck. He says I'm a wide load, so I'll hit him like a truck. You say you like to sling rocks, it's only carrots that you cook, and the best splitter in your town is a fucking local duck. Bitch, you resemble a lamppost or a beanpole. You wear speedos, deep throat, sheep, goats and pedos. Where's Triple H weighing cerebral? Trust I'll turn evil, grab your nan and stab her with a needle. I mean, what the fuck's he gonna do? Look at him, he's feeble. I send 4 guys ballied up on raptors. All you'll see is shadows when this shit's turned savage. We ain't legal. Then you think I won't kill you where you try? You think I won't kill you where you stand and try me? Because if you learn from the book, I've read the whole of the library. My weapons have machetes, have hammers, they are hybrid. And when they surface, all you'll hear is chink, like a Nazi in a Chinese. I'm the English and the shitless, you're no virus or infection. This kid ain't on my level, get the fuck out of my section. I read 2-pack, big ears, people One Direction. I'm coming fast like your gal when I feed her my erection. Quick shouting pen side, because the end guys are the shittest in your crew. Yo. Stop giving me jungle book rappers because I'm leaving in blue. And you all know this one. I feel like Hitler, the way evil's got me dealing with you.
Time, make some noise! Second round! New look.
Good guy. Do you want to try and attempt some rapping today? Bro, you look like a faggot the way you stand on stage. Whether you think you're a bad man, it's just sad in his face. Because all that bullshit that you're happy to say will one day just get you a slap in the face. Now we know what Cron did was disrespectful, but what I heard you did was even worse. So tell me, did you really go and proceed your verse when Cron weren't even there? Cron walks out. Even if he didn't, he still would have killed you. So it must be bad when you're battling an ill dude. He fucks off and you still lose. Damn you, fat! You look like you've been sniffing crack or bits of fat. You know what this prick's a twat? Because he showed up to his last battle in a fishing hat. What the fuck, bro? You were not as sick. And don't act like you fucking pop the clips when you get all your fashion advice off a fish. But it's crazy how you're Manchester, bro, and how you think you can rep his fuck. Because you're just another whack rapper, you couldn't even step it up. So when anyone in this room would rep money better than you ever could, you're an embarrassment to their scene, and you ain't damaging with your schemes. Nor are you a challenger to the league, you're just an amateur with a dream. So ain't nobody gonna want to team with him. You don't know how deep you're in. This bagger's got greasy skin, and he gets even uglier when we see him grin. You ain't on that ego tip. The life you lead is shit, so fuck you. Fuck your parents and the washing basket they conceived you in.
Second round! Cambino!
He had to use a crane structure on the bridge of his nose. Nowadays, nobody ever listens to Low. Says he's a rapper, writes a bar, but then forgets what he wrote. He's like a slut with a shit gag reflex, sick of the jokes. You talk a lot online like you're equipped with a crow, but then I saw dude, and he isn't how I pictured him, no. I mean a proper fucking scrawny, you can't fit in your clothes. That's another thing when she looks at your bowl. With that kind of record, how do you think you can boast? You're about your breakfast is the only time you're lifting a toast. You spend weeks hyping about how biz will get done, but then you burn out, kinda like the six that you smoke. You're stacking paper, bitch, please leave the Rizzler at home. Because if you set your sights on winning this, then you're visually impaired. I see the fear in his eyes. Someone tell me this bastard isn't scared. Because I's already killed you, and I ain't talking about a glare. I'll make Smokes do the worm when I smack you with his chair. Make Smokes do the worm when I smack you with his chair. Yes, I have been to jail, but no good bringing up the past. You'll catch a dose on my right hook if you get up in my face, son, you do the math. That bar's got relevance to him, because he's got relevance to smack, and that's why human body mass is really something that he lacks. You'll get cut like it's nipped up, so wake up, or you'll find my knife will have you poked more than a fit slut on Facebook. But he's never had a gal come get a pussy wet once. I'll leave him catching more beauty sleep than Usher's stepson.
Oh! Time, make some noise!
Third round. So now I should just start slapping this guy. If this is a cue for the title, then you're at the back of the line. So anyone who thinks this faggot is tight is actually blind. Because you had longer jokes against evil than I've had in all my battles combined. Are you mad though? He said I was skinny. That ain't clever, it's off the ball. Next he'll say you look like a pepperoni with the head of a popsicle. Don't get it twisted, that's wacky. If you spit it, I'll leave you dead in hospital. Because I am a heavy obstacle and that is metaphorical. My bad. But today's a big day for you. Say the other way round, you're a bit big for today. But today's a big day for you. And the guy's just thinking that he's got to beat me. So I guess for me this is not as easy, because this motherfucker will probably eat me. Don't make out that your bars are intricate and intelligent. We see you ain't the raw type. And you ain't clever with your words and bringing in more hype just because you spend your weekends visiting Talkwise. I can imagine what your life is like. So imagine it with me, please. He'll wake up to his breakfast from some beautiful scent that lingers in his face. Rolls out of his triple king-size bed, waddles downstairs and goes to sit in his place. And that's where he remains patient, chilling by the weights. And then his mum comes over with the food, grinning like it's great. But he jumps up, snatches it, sniffs it like an ape and dips in his finger for a taste. There's something not right, something clicking in his brain. Looks down at his food, thinking it is strange. Turns to his mum, bitch, there's a McDonald's, KFC, Nando's, Jowdy, Greg's all missing from the plate. Don't get sarky, you prick. Your mum only gets a small payout from the dole, so stop being harsh on the bitch. She can't afford to buy out every supermarket there is, just so that you can embark on a binge. You'd win a world record for most restaurant visits in a day. Wait for it. But you can't afford to buy shit, so you walk in, that you walk out like victorious great. You need to get off your ass, find a job, even if it's minimum wage, and stop being a pathetic piece of shit and give your mum a bit of a break from your ridiculous ways.
Oh.
Now, a lot of you man don't like me. Well, fuck yous. Must I quit? If you don't like the shit that I say, you can suck my dick. Let's go.
Final round, Kai, Cambino.
Yo, outside there now, my city is dull. Don't be thinking that. Outside it's dull. Outside it's dull, but don't be thinking that. Because I turned up today to bring some daylight. That's why I brought my fucking thinking mask. Gangster! Daylight! I'll tell Koreans you're American, they'll send explosive missiles, in the nose they'll hit you. Left with broken tissue, and for those that don't know, New Low's got loads of issues. Wanting to remain underground like the victim of Joseph Fritz, so please bro, buy some fucking clothes that fit you. I stay slick on the road, I ain't something like a beamer. You see, you smoke a lot of herb, but I get leaner. His mother's called Tina, this shit's about to get meaner. I sent Death Majors out for a banger and Ford Cortina. You know, how did I know that today he'd be wearing that fitted hat? You wouldn't know. You know, the one that gets twisted in battle so much you can't fit it back, bro. I don't fit it back, don't test me with that shit you chat, or I leave this white line blue and red like the British flag. Because you got manhandled by Brockside. You left me in your boots, you was praying in the room for a saviour or a Zeus. You're obviously whacked, you got bodied in that match, but thought you was god of this rap shit until that room turned atheist to you. And all that gangster act you tried to portray was a bad phase. Because you're a fucking faggot, you've seen more butts than an ashtray. Now fuck that, now fuck that. This guy's seen more butts than ashplays. I'd like to introduce my city to Mr. Chip from Catchphrase. I'll break your bones with one punch, they will leave you with a cast mate. Even that will struggle to keep them in line like a bad brace. 1 second to remember legends like John Lennon in his last days. It's a shame this fucking heroin wasn't shot up like a tart vein. So inbred that, your mother is your cousin. She'll sex any of the family tree, anything for loving. I'll grab hold of the bitch, put my muffin in the oven, and I'll make that whore moan when I punch her in the stomach. Because there ain't a fucking chance that you're killing me. Nah, no way. I'm on this breathing kind of killing spree.
Nice. Welcome back to Rappedinwire Reborn. If you enjoyed that battle, make some noise! The winner is 3-0 and it goes to New Low. Make some noise!
If you look at Cambino, yes, it's Dave Freeways, at Dave Freeways on Twitter. I'm judging New Low versus Kai Cambino. I thought Kai Cambino was good, he had some good lyrics. But I think New Low, I think he's a bit of a new Low, if that makes sense. He actually came with jokes, which I would never expect from New Low. It was like me at the fucking title match, I was coming with bars and I would have expected it. I didn't expect him to come with jokes, and they were funny as fuck. It's always about me, it is. Shout out to Bamalan for the massive shout out that he gave me at fucking Checkpoint. I don't care that it was bad and slagging me off, it's still a fucking shout out.
Freeways, he's gay. Talent.
Yeah man, so I'm going to give that to New Low. I think New Low was sick.
Yeah, it's Kelly DeLorean, just judging Kai Cambino and New Low. I think in previous battles I've seen the Kai, he's had some really strong bars there. He's sort of stood out a little bit through some of the other newcomers, but today he just didn't quite hit that level that I've been used to seeing. Whereas New Low, on the other hand, I think that's the best I've seen him so far. He really worked the crowd, he put a lot into his performance, he had some strong bars as well. I think all in all, I'm going to give this one 3-0 to New Low. I think he just edged every round, but wasn't a body bag by any means. It's a strong battle from both sides.
I'm here to judge Kai Cambino versus New Low. And I've got to say, man, New Low stepped up his game. From what I've seen him against Brockside, he was like, he tried to be confident, but he just didn't have really much presence. And today, man, he fucking stormed it. Seriously. I give that 3-0, fucking smashed it, man. Good work.